Welcome back to Campus Spotlight, the program that tells you what's happening on the campus of West Kentucky Community and Technical College. On this segment, we're going to take the time to explain the new federal regulations and guidelines for applying and receiving financial aid. Here is Sandy Barlow.
I'm Sandy Barlow, the Financial Aid Director at West Kentucky Community and Technical College, and I'm here today to explain some of the federal regulations that have made an impact on student aid. We're going to talk about the application change. I think it's really changed for a very, very positive impact on what the student can do and how they do it. Before, you had to gather up all your taxes and all the other things that went with the IRS. Now you can push a button when you go out onto the website to fill out your application, and your taxes automatically come right onto that application. In the beginning of last year, the Pell Grant, they were looking actually at changing the threshold from $23,000 to $32,000, and that would put a lot of people out of not receiving a full Pell. So they went back and they looked at it and they said, okay, unemployment is very high, cost of living has gone up, let's bring it back to $23,000. So that's good. So now a family of four that makes $23,000 or more, they have a better opportunity of receiving some type of Pell Grant. We had heard that the federal government, they were actually going to decrease the Pell. Well, that was, decrease it. We had students that was barely making it with what they had. It was $5,500 last year, and we heard that it was going down less than 55 instead of up, But they did. They went back, they re-examined it. Instead of cutting it, they added another $50 to each Pell year, so that will actually help. Before, we've always had in place ability to benefit for students that didn't have a GED or a high school diploma. And what that would amount to, they would actually take a test, and if their scores were high enough in math, English, writing, reading, then they could actually go on and go to college and take courses. Well, they've decided to change that. It's going to give the student an opportunity to actually get their GED or take 6 credit hours. And if they can get their GED and take 6 credit hours, then they can go to school. The biggest changes that have come is with academic progress, and not the method of the way that they look at academic progress, because you still have to have a 2.0 as always. The 67% is still there as always. Maximum time frame, we actually have it takes 60 credit hours to get a degree at a 2-year college. We've actually given you 150% of that. So we've allowed you to withdraw from some of those classes. We've allowed you to mess up in some of those classes. But when it meets that maximum time frame of 150, you're on academic probation. So you've got to actually go into some kind of plan of action. And that's where the big changes really has taken place. It's how we as an institution look at our students, and the federal government they've actually given us the guidelines that we have to follow. Right now, once you're not getting the 2.0, or you've reached the maximum time frame, or the 67%, you've not done some of those things, just one of them, then you're on probation. You'll get one try, you'll have a warning, you'll be on probation 1, but that's it. Then we're going to give you 1 semester to make a difference. And if you can't make a difference, then the next semester you go on academic probation. I would like to add one more thing. This will not start until July 1 of 2012, this next school year. The students that were here in the spring and the fall of this last year that had taken their test, their ability to benefit to get into school, they can still continue. But if you are a new student and re-enrolling, you have to have a GED, or you have to have 6 credit hours, and financial aid will not pay for those 6 credit hours. You would have to do those on your own. If you have any questions about anything that we've discussed here today, or if you're not understanding the processes of what the new changes have come about, then please don't hesitate to give the financial aid office a call. You can go to our website. There's a lot of explanations of what is going on and what is happening and how you can do it. And we hope you have a great year.
Thank you, Sandy. If you have any more questions about financial aid, feel free to call the financial aid office at 534-3248. And don't forget, you can see Campus Spotlight in 4 ways. You can see us on the college website, the college Facebook page, and the college YouTube page, and of course, on Paducah 2 television. We'll see you next time.
Jamie Thompson, 454.
Okay.
Mary Thompson, 455.